Mongolian Shamanism. In 5 minutes, or less. This is Galba. She is the last shaman from the Tuvan region of Mongolia. Before we talk about her, let's talk about how she saw the world as a Mongolian shaman. A Mongolian shaman is a practitioner who treats individual misfortunes by entering into a trance, then travels outside of the body into another world, then connects with a spirit within that world to correct the problem. This blueprint is found not only with the Mongolian shamans, but with shamans throughout Siberia, Central Asia, North America, and the Arctic Circle. The African and South American shamans have a different blueprint which will be discussed at another time. The Mongolian shamans share a cosmology concept similar to the string theory in physics. They see the world as multidimensional. They believe there are worlds existing in parallel with our own, stacked on top of each other, like pancakes. In string theory, there are multiple dimensions of space-time. With Mongolian shamans, there's only 3. There's the upper, middle, and lower worlds. We live in the middle world. And just like in physics, there are wormholes, or doorways between these worlds. The shaman knows where the doors are and how to travel them. Travel to the upper world requires the ability to fly. Shamans will often change themselves into birds to make the journey. They may also ride upon a flying deer or horse. The route may be straight upward or toward the south. Another way to travel to the upper world is to climb the terge, or the world tree, while in an ecstatic state. Travel to the lower world takes many routes. One route is by way of an underground river, known as Dolba or Engdikit. This river flows into the lower world, and its entrance is guarded by a giant called Mongol Dynagds. His job is to prevent souls from entering the lower world before the bodies in which they were ensouled are truly dead. Sometimes, souls will slip through into the lower world and must be retrieved by the shaman. This has to be done fast, before the body becomes permanently damaged. The way a shaman dresses has meaning. Galba, as a Tuvan shaman, is wearing a raven feather headdress. This is called Amy Dai, which means a living thing, and is believed to have spirits living within it. The headdress is adorned with beadwork. The embroidery usually depicts a face with eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. This represents the senses of the spirit the shaman will need in her travels. Many times the headdress will have many cone-shaped bells attached to it. The drum is the most important tool for the shaman. It's used to drive the singing and dancing needed to enter an ecstatic state. The head of the drum is made from goat or deer hide. Drumsticks are short, the striking surface is usually covered with fur. After the drum, the most important tool is the toli or metal mirrors. These mirrors are passed down from generation to generation. They are not meant to produce a perfect reflection. It is in the haziness of the metal the shaman is able to see the world as it really is. Galba was last interviewed in the fall of 2014 by the Lonely Planet magazine. She was still living in the land of her birth, high in the Altai Mountains. She expressed regret that she was not able to teach a novice shaman the large number of rituals, healing techniques, and songs she had practiced over her lifetime. Galba did not know it at the time, but she was the last Tuvan shaman in Mongolia. She passed away less than a week after this photograph.